Hey there, everybody! What's up? Happy Tuesday. All right, I'm going to stall a little bit and see if we have some people pop on live. Um, I always have this funky delay. I realized a couple weeks ago when I did one of the trainings on the Facebook Live page, or out on the CA page, that there is a tremendous delay. So I have to kind of stall a little bit. So if you're here though, I want you to pop in and say hello in the comments below. Let me know that you're here and that you're watching live. If you're watching the replay, type replay. And that helps me know if you're seeing these and then who is also engaging as well. I am going to try to see if I can see if we're live on here. I think we might be. But I also know that there is always a delay, and also comments. For some reason, the comments never show up over on this page for whatever reason it is. All right, so let's see. Okay, it looks like we are live. I don't know if anyone's here with me. It looks like whoever might have been here might have popped off. So again, if you're here watching live, let me know you're here live. And if you watch the replay, click and just say replay. So today I wanted to come in. So first of all, I am considering, and I think I told you guys a couple weeks back, that I'm considering whether or not I can incorporate, or if I have the time to incorporate Teaching Tuesdays back into rotation or not. And at this moment in time, I'm still not 100% certain if I can commit to every Tuesday just yet, because we've got a lot going on. You know, we're about to open IYB, the fall training course. We actually start this afternoon, is their orientation call and orientation training, and they begin their 6-month training next week. So there's a lot that goes into that. And then I have different clients in different levels of the academy as well. So because of everything that's been happening, and I have a travel schedule that's a little busy coming up, committing to the Teaching Tuesdays every Tuesday, I just haven't been able to do yet. But I will still be able to hopefully pop in at least periodically and continue to do some Teaching Tuesdays and share some good strategies with you that you can learn, use, and take out into your own business. So today, who wants to know what it's like to be in on a Team TC meeting? And if that's you, I want to see some likes and some love bombs down below, and then I will tell you. It looks like we have some people. It looks like Karen might be here. I'm not sure who else is here, because again, this doesn't always show me. But so this is going to be fun, and I'm going to share with you all right now what it's like to be behind the scenes. And this is legit my team meeting notes from this morning. So first of all, if you have a team and you're not having planned, structured, reoccurring team meetings, you are really missing out. You need to have meetings that are being set on a regular basis, where you have regular topics and you have a regular flow of information that you also share. And there's a very structured way that we do our team meetings. So if you have a team and you're not doing team meetings, even if you only have one person, it's really important to consider beginning to do that. I talk a lot about teams, hiring teams, engaging teams, training teams, and all the team components to expanding and leveraging your company. I offer that only in our Concierge Academy Level 3 program, because that's a much higher level information and content, and not necessarily relevant for everyone. But I think what I'm going to share today should be relevant for even if you're a solopreneur and solo business owner at this point, because you can at least begin to even consider having team meetings with yourself. Because I know oftentimes when people are in business and they're in business for themselves, they don't really have anybody accountable to. They're kind of winging it, and every day is a new day, and every month is a new month, and there's not a lot of continuity that goes into growing and expanding and planning for your business growth. So what I want to share with you today, I want you to think about what I'm saying and then think to yourself, how can I incorporate this into my business? And how can I incorporate this into my business on a regular basis so that I can get some new results? Because the only way you get new results in your business is when you begin to do new things. Doing the same old is going to give you the same results that you've already been getting, okay? So this is about expanding your capacity and expanding the way you're thinking about your business, how you plan on growing your business. And it's not just about your business, it's also about your life and your lifestyle and creating a life by design and a business by design that not just supports clients, but also supports you. And I think when we get started in business, a lot of times we forget about those components. All right, so let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing that we always do in our team meetings is we always start with what we call positive focus. Positive focus is simply that, it is a positive focus. And to try to save on time, because our team loves to chit chat and they love coming together. First of all, that's why we have scheduled team meetings together, not just virtually, but we actually get to come together because it instills that team mentality. It instills that team camaraderie, right? Because all of my team are usually out working in their own space with their own clients in their own like pods, so to speak, right? It's almost like having people work in their own little cubicles, but being part of the bigger, right? So you always want to bring people together so that they can connect with each other on a deeper level, on a more friendly level. And what that does is that builds unity and bonding amongst your team members. And again, if you don't have a team, you still want to bond with yourself. So do a positive focus for yourself. So the first thing we do is we go around the room and we celebrate a positive focus for everyone. I will tell you pretty much everybody's positive focus today was around having an amazing summer. We have one of our team members who's an empty nester. We have another team member who got married. It's her second marriage. So and another team member traveled to South Carolina a couple weeks ago and got to see her grandchildren. So we had some really good positive focuses. And what that does is it starts your meetings with a bang and in a positive intention, and it helps bring you all together and it elevates the energy of the conversation before you start diving in. Because how many meetings have you ever gone to in like the corporate world and you walk in, you don't want to be there, your head's hanging low, blah, and then they just want to ram into some shit and you're like, yeah, I don't even want to be here. When you set your team meetings up for a successful team meeting, people want to get together. So when we put the team meetings on the calendar, they're excited about being there. They're excited to come together and share and connect and celebrate and be elevated. So that is what you want to do. So if nothing else, even if you don't have a team, how can you come together, connect, elevate your own personal energy? Because then doing things in your business are always a lot easier when you're coming from an elevated state. Then next, we shared some news and some upcoming happenings. So we have, and a couple of the things, I'm not going to share everything because it'll take forever, but we have one team member who is actually leaving. She has had some physical limitations upon her recently, and because of that, she needs to step aside. So we are lovingly going to send her off with a bang. We discussed upcoming vacations in the fall and the winter holiday time. I also discussed my travel coming up so that the team knows I am going to be traveling and I am not going to be as available during these timeframes. And then they know that in advance. I presented them with a new document that we created, a really fun document that we created for our downsizing and moving clients that the team can use to streamline the process for our clients. We worked on that last week, so we were able to present that today. And then we went from that into sharing some really great resources locally amongst the team members. Last summer when we did our big team retreat, out of that was born a like 20-some page recycling guide of local and countrywide places that we can use to recycle things. Somebody on my team, Eric Kelsey on my team, she's very, 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 very passionate about recycling and upcycling and reducing what we use and our waste, and it's a passion project for her. So today I had her spend just 5 minutes educating the entire table over some of the things that she has learned even more recently about recycling and what that process even is. And because she loves to share so enthusiastically, we were able to actually grab an impromptu video that we'll be able to share with our clients and out to our newsletter list as well. So sometimes when things pop up like that, we just grab them, we grab the opportunity, we seize that opportunity, and then we can use that to help educate our clients and just our community in general. So after we did Positive Focus, we shared upcoming news and happenings. We reviewed schedules. We pre-planned some of our holiday events that are coming up, and we opened discussions about that because we do have 2 team members that are new to the team that were not here with us last year during the holidays and the holiday period. So we just opened some simple conversation now to prepare them, and then we will have another team meeting usually in the end of October, early November, where we really work on the holiday plans for our clients and making sure that we have enough team and equipment on board for our clients and our corporate projects. We then review team expectations and some things that are expected from the team. Just as fresh reminders, sometimes people just kind of forget, they go about their day-to-day and they forget about sometimes some of the small expectations that we have as a team. So we review team expectations. Then we get to brainstorm. So when you have a team, growing your business has to go beyond you. It's not your job to constantly go out and slay the dragon and bring it home for everyone else to feed on. It's really has to become a group effort. So it can't, and ideally, as you grow a team, you're not the only one that's out there marketing anymore. You begin to educate and teach your team how to actively be marketing as well. And they may not be doing the same marketing that you're doing. You might be responsible for, you know, perhaps Facebook or your YouTube channel or sending a newsletter out or face-to-face networking or leads groups or doing sponsorships. That might be something that you do, but you still need to educate your team on how to always be looking for new opportunities and referrals. So we always open that conversation up at our team meetings, like, what can we do today? How can we brainstorm, helping us get the word out even further? And then everybody goes around the room and shares their own personal ideas. And then sometimes we know that they will work. Sometimes because I've been in business longer, I'll be able to say that doesn't actually work. And then sometimes it just becomes a new group effort and we decide to spearhead a whole new program. That's how we spearheaded our some of our new referral programs that we do. That's how we spearheaded the recycling guide that we created. That's actually a lead generating tool for us because we come together and open the conversation, and you always want to hear what your team has to offer, especially if you get to a point where if you end up building your business. Now, this is the way I have chosen to build my business. You may not choose to build your business this way, but I have decided to not be in the field. So I am rarely out in the field anymore, but I am still the overseeing visionary of the company. But because I'm not in the field all the time, I gain valuable insights and information from my team who are out in the field. So I may know what marketing works and the pricing and that structure and how to run a team, but they're the ones that are out in the field, and their knowledge always is valued when we have team meetings. So always be open to what your team can provide to and for you. Then we always open it up for questions or concerns, like, are there any concerns happening? Like, are there any problems? When we did this, one of the problems that we found, I'm trying to think of some of the problems that we have identified in our team meetings. I know one year, one of our problems was we were, quite frankly, we were spending too much time coming up with gift ideas during the holidays for our clients. It just became like we were spending so much time trying to get the perfect gift that we had to streamline that process, because when you have more and more clients, the process becomes bigger and bigger, right? So that was one of the things that came out of it. Something else that had come out of it was some issues that we had with a particular client's a family member, and how we needed to relate to that family member. So something else was about how we were purchasing items for a particular client, and instead of doing it onesie twosie and creating a lot of unnecessary administrative work, we were able to create a new process that made that that task only have to happen once a month. So there was much less admin time in the back end of the business. So it's always important, and we don't want to know about the problems in our business and the cracks that are happening, but this is how you get to fix them. If you refuse to look at them, the cracks will just widen and widen. And that's when shit just starts to fall apart. So always be open. And again, if you don't have a team, this is still a question you need to be asking yourself. So you can ask yourself, maybe on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis, and say, what the hell is going wrong in my business right now? What is not working? And then how then can I fix it, right? So you'll never learn how to fix something unless you're actually willing and brave enough to actually ask the questions. And then we wrap up our meeting. We close it back up. We set the intention for our next meeting, and usually set a date for our next meeting. And then we all hug and disperse and go back to what it is that we're doing. We shared today at our meeting, I was able to provide the team with some additional supplies that they needed, some thank you cards, some giveaway cards, some marketing materials, so that they are always armed and ready also to spread the word. So if you're watching this video and you have a team, how will this information help you involve your team at a higher level? I want you to post that below. And even if you don't have a team, I do want you to come back and post below, what ideas have you gotten for yourself out of this Facebook Live that I'm doing for you, so that you can then think about your business in a bigger capacity than you may have been doing perhaps so far alone. All right, my friends, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. Hopefully you were here or you catch the replay. I want to see a bunch of replay buttons happening below, and I will come back and interact with you as well. But again, do not forget to leave me some comments so that I can see what you got for yourself out of this. All right, friends, have a great day. I need to go back now and finish working on my orientation call for our IYB fall members and get them started. I'm so excited to be working with them on a deeper level over the next 6 months. All right, all have a beautiful September day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.